بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We ask Allah for His divine help, and we send salutations upon the beloved Messenger of Allah, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the son of Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So we are going through the letters of excess, huruf al-ziyada, the letters which are not part of the root letters of the word. We have reached the letter Hamza. Al-Hamza. موضع زيادة الهمزة أن تقع أولا وبعدها 3 أحرف أصول نحو قولك أحمر وأصفر وأخلق وأبلق فالهمزة زائدة ومثاله أفعل. The place where the Hamza comes extra is that it comes at the beginning of the word, and after that the remaining 3 root letters occur. Like how when we say Ahmar, the Hamza is extra, and the remaining 3 letters Ha, Mim, Ra are root letters. Wa Asfar, Wa Akhlaq, Wa Ablaq. So these are all different sifat. These are not verbs, these are nouns. Red, yellow. Akhlaq means old. Ablaq means it's like a grey, dusty color. Or it could be as far as I remember, it's a dusty kind of color. Ablaq. Let me double check that if you give me a second. Ablaq. أبلق في لونه سواد وبياض. It's like a dusty color. Alright. فالهمزة زائدة ومثاله أفعل. The Hamza is extra and its scale will be said to be أفعل. So the root letters are given fa, ain, lam in place of them, and the زائد letter, which is the Hamza, it remains. So we'll say أفعل. وكذلك إجفيل وإخريط. And like how we say إجفيل إخريط. So the Hamza is extra and the remaining root letters come after it. There could be still زائد letters within other زائد letters, but right now he's only talking about the Hamza itself. إجفيل and إخريط, let's see if in the حاشية it says what their meanings are. إجفيل الذي يجفل من كل شيء والإخريط ضرب من النبت. إخريط is a kind of vegetation. والإجفيل, that would be, let me check what that is. إجفيل. So you can see إجفيل. Hamza, Jim, Fa, Ya, Lam. إجفيل. الإجفيل الذي من شأنه يجلف ويفزع من كل شيء. جفل البعير نفر وشرد. To run, it seems to have a meaning of running with a prey that escapes from you. Okay, let's continue. فالهمزة زائدة ومثاله إفعيل, and its scale would be إفعيل لأن الياء زائدة لما قدمنا, because the ya, so because why have we brought the ya as well in the scale and have not changed it to fa, ain or lam, is because that also is extra. But of course we're not talking about ya right now. The main thing we're talking about is the Hamza. So generally the place of ziyada of the Hamza is the beginning part of the word. وبعد الهمزة كذلك ثلاثة أصول فهي إذن زائدة. And after the hamza also there are three root letters, which is the ja, fa, lam, and إخريط خارطة. So we've already expended the three letters, which should be the usul. Therefore anything else we can make زائد, so the ya will be زائد. فإن كان بعدها أربعة أصول فالهمزة أصل والكلمة بها خماسية. And if the word is such that it has 4 root letters, if a word is such that it has 4 root letters and the hamza is at the beginning of it, then the hamza will be a asl as well, and the word will be a word which has 5 root letters. وذلك نحو إصطبل. إصطبل means stable, and that is like how we say إصطبل. فالهمزة أصل. Hamza is a asl in it. So if there's a hamza and it is followed by 4 letters, which none of them could be zaid, yeah, then all 5 of them will be usul, and the hamza will not be classed as a zaid. So this is a rule. A lot of these rules come from sama', from listening, and it doesn't have any, it doesn't have to be reasoning behind it. So, ومثال الكلمة فعلل. So the scale of this kalima will be فعلل, and all the root letters will be replaced by a fa or ayn or lam. None of the root letters, none of the zawaid, none of the letters are brought as they are in the scale when we are explaining the scale. So we'll say فعلل. It wasn't, for example, فعلبل. If the ba was zaid, it would have been فعلبل. But because all of them are usul, then we replace every single letter with a fa, ayn and lam. ونظيرها جردحل. And the example of إصطبل, a word which has 5 root letters and it is on the same scale with the harakat, is جردحل. What that actually means, I'm not sure. فإن كانت okay, let's see if there's anything on the poem. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Let's check what جردحل means then. Dahl. It's possible it won't be in this dictionary because this is more of a modern kind of. Oh yes, subhanallah. الجردحل من الإبل الضخم. ضخمة غليظة. It's a hefty إبل, a hefty camel. It's called a جردحل. Maybe he didn't bring in the hashia because this should be clear for the reader. والله أعلم. فإن كانت الهمزة وسطا أو وسطا لم تزد إلا بثبت. لم تزد إلا بثبت. If the hamza is in the center of the word, then it will not be zaid except if we have a proof that it is a zaid. So whenever the hamza comes in the middle of the word, not at the beginning, not sure about the end, exactly what, if that includes also at the end, but he's saying in the middle, anywhere in the middle, not the first letter, then it will not be classed as a extra letter. It will always be part of the word except if you have a proof. ثبت. وذلك نحو زئبر. زئبر وضئبل وجؤذر. So that is the, like how we say زئبر. زئبر كالزبرج وقد تضم باؤه وهو ما يظهر من درز الثوب. The ornaments of the thobe or the decorations of the thobe are called زئبر. والضئبل كالزربج أيضا وقد تضم باؤه. You could say ضئبل الداهية. It's a calamity, a big event. قال في القاموس وليس فعل غيرهما. So فعل are only these 2 words in the Arabic language. That's what's said in the قاموس المحيط. لعله, I think it probably means قاموس المحيط. والجؤذر تفتح ولد البقرة الوحشية. It is the child, the calf of a buffalo or a wild cow or buffalo. So that's the meanings of these things. وبرأل الديك أي نفش عرفه. برأل الديك نفش عرفه. الهمزة في هذا كله أصل. In all these words, the hamza is asl. I'm not sure what this bar al-dik means. He doesn't seem to have mentioned it in the hashia. We can check this. It's good too. I mean, if it becomes takes a long while, then I might skip a few of these words out. A lot of these words are not used as commonly in modern Arabic, but it's good to still have a نفش ريش عنقه متهيئا للقتال. نفش would mean it spreads it out. نفش. Let's see نفش. Yeah, فرقه, to spread it out. So when it's getting ready to fight, when it makes itself look big and it spreads its feathers out, that is what called bar al-dik. So I should have showed you that. I forgot to share the screen. وبر الديك إن نفش عرفه. عرفه then would refer to its feathers. الهمزة لأنها حشو. والهمزة في هذا كل أصل لأنها حشو. The hamza is a root letter in all of these because it is in the middle. It's a hashw, it's in the stuffing, it's in the center. It is not at the beginning. وقد زيدت حشوا وذلك قليل, and it has been brought in the center. وقد زيدت حشوا, and when it is in the center of the word, then it can sometimes, this قد is for تقليل, sometimes it can be extra. وذلك قليل, and this is very less. قالوا شمأل وشأمل. شمألا شأمل, the scale would be فعل, not فعلل. وفعل, فعل. The scale shows that the hamza is zaid in these because we haven't brought it with in the when you explain the scale, we haven't brought a fa'in or lam to replace it. So شمأل وشأمل الريح التي تهب من قبل الحجر وما مهبه بين مطلع الشمس وبنات نعش. So it's a kind of wind that comes from the direction of Hijr in Saudi, in Hijaz. مهبه بين مطلع الشمس وبنات نعش. So it's a wind that comes from a certain direction. We call it شأمل. Yeah, this does come in poetry as الشمألي. ومثالهما فعل وفعل. فالهمزة زائدة. This hamza will be classed as being extra because they say شملت الريح. شملت الريح. So it's not clear in the writing. It means شملت الريح, the wind blew from that said direction. شملت الريح. So when we state the verb, we don't bring the hamza in the verb, which shows that the hamza is not essential, it's not part of the word. It is brought as extra when saying the sifa of the rih. When we bring it in ism al-sifa, we bring the sifa is such that it has a hamza which is extra in it. We say شمأل. والهمزة أيضا في جرائد زائدة ومثاله فعائل. And the hamza in جرائد is also extra, and its scale would be فعائل. جرائد لقولهم في معناه جرواد أي جمل شديد. So the meaning of جرائد is اسم الصفة, which means a very strong male, a very strong camel, male camel. And why the hamza is zaid in جرائد, and we will say فعائل, not فعالل, is because another sifa which has the same meaning as that is jarwad, same meaning, and it has the same root letters, and this word jarwad does not have any hamza in it. If hamza was an essential part of this these root letters, then it would have been brought in a صفة with the same meaning. وكذلك حطائط همزته زائدة ومثاله فعائل. same as حطائط لأنه من الشيء المحطوط. It is the thing which وهو الصغير. A small thing will be called حطائط. وقالوا النئذلان أو النئذلان. النئذلان أو النئذلان همزته زائدة. Let's see if this word will be found in the قاموس. See what the ضبط is. النئذلان. منذل. No, there's no. See if we can Google search this one. Let's replace that with a Netherland. So Netherland. Trying to get it up on here. Netherland. هو جاثوم. Let's see if it's in here. So I'll search that in the book. Control C. لا أدري والله أعلم. Allah knows best. Let's return to the book. Oh, he's mentioned here subhanallah. Just past it. لقوله في معناه النيدلان والني this النئدلان فهمزته زائدة is نئدلان فهمزته زائدة. The hamza will be extra in here because they say in the same meaning النيدلان without a hamza غير مهموز بضم الدال with a ضم on the دال. ومثال النيدلان في علان. النيدلان is في علان. The scale of نيدلان is في علان. So the hamza in a word with the same meaning, with the same root letters, is not found in the second word. Meaning, we will look at both adjectives, and we will find the root letters that are shared between them, and we will class those as the root letters, and anything else will be classed as zaid. That's how we tell that the hamza in ni'dulan is extra. والنئدلان هو الكابوس. It is a nightmare. As كابوس is a nightmare. But then he's saying يقال له أيضا الجاثوم. أي نعم الجاثوم. جاثوم أو الكابوس. So maybe I did search the wrong thing here. Let's put a dal here. If it doesn't come, we'll search جاثوم. So that's not there. جاثوم. جاثوم. الكابوس أي فكرة أو شخص مخيف يجثم على الإنسان وهو في نومه فيشعر من جراء ذلك بضيق وانزعاج. It is a nightmare. Allah give us all good dreams. آمين. يقال له أيضا الجاثوم. وقد اضطردت زيادة الهمزة آخرا للتأنيث. And the x hamza comes at the end of a word as زائد, extra, to make the word a feminine word. نحو حمراء وصفراء. These are feminine words meaning red, yellow. أصدقاء, friends. That's not for تأنيث. That is for جمع. أصدقاء وأنبياء وعشراء ونفساء. عشراء and نفساء will be classed as feminine words. نفساء would mean a the one after the woman gives birth and the bleeding. postnatal bleeding. Ushara would refer to a type of camel, as far as I remember. Let's check that as well. Ushara. Ushara. What is the plural of ناقة عشراء مضى على حملها 10 أشهر وتعطيلها إهمالها لانشغال أهلها بأنفسهم. So the ushara is a camel which has given birth. Either it has given birth 10 months ago, or it مضى على حملها, it's been pregnant for 10 months. Seems like that would mean it has been pregnant for 10 months. نعم. عشراء. ناقة عشراء. نعم. So we have reached the 20th minute mark. I think I will leave it there. It's better to take this page by page, session by session. Or that which is less and frequent is better than that which is much and infrequent. So we'll leave it there, inshallah. In the next one we will do meme. Ask Allah for tawfiq, for His divine guidance in all our affairs, to make us of those who tread the straight path. Subhanallah wa hamdih, subhanakallahumma wa hamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayka. Ana end the stream praising Allah.